Hey everybody, it's Thursday, which means it's another episode of Naturally Unbothered. I am Shari.
I am Ebony.
I am Corey.
I'm April, who just comes by every now and again.
And we have two guests. We have world-renowned chef Miss Phillisha Darby.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hello to
Come on.
everybody.
Hi. I love food. The chef.
Yeah.
Ooh, yummy.
Yes.
Y'all know what? This
She-
is such a coincidence because we also have a world-renowned chef, Chef MaSherrie Taylor.
What?
Okay.
Yes. All
Come on, Chef
right.
Okay.
Chef's night.
Yes.
All right. So what's everybody drinking?
I'm drinking
Water.
wine.
Who said water?
Me, I'm drinking water.
Phillisha.
Oh, okay. I thought it was one of these other heifers. Okay.
Don't
Wow.
think
All right.
Me and my
You drinking
Cowboys.
Ciroc?
Because how about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
on Ciroc tonight.
Yeah.
down.
And
Shut
Phillisha
down.
is a Cowboys fan.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
That's
And
right.
I mess with
Something-
Ciroc too. I drink Ciroc.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
fucks
What
with
you
food.
drinking? What you drinking, Ebony? To my fucks with food.
and do. And she do. I'm drinking some Moscato
Nothing.
red. I don't know what it is.
Moscato.
Just Moscato red. Mhm.
I am drinking some wine, a white wine. It is a Sauvignon Bordeaux.
So
Is it warm or cold?
You're right.
It's cold. It's actually cold today. It's refrigerated.
You know that's
This
gonna
one
be my
tastes
going thing now.
well because this is my favorite. This one it tastes better chilled. So that's why it's chilled. But
I
normally,
must have
you know
missed that
me, I'm right
episode.
out the bottle.
You were here, but you probably tuned out.
Probably.
I ain't forgot.
All
I'm
right.
right there with you, Corey.
All
was
right,
a
what you
highlight.
drinking, Corey?
Oh, I have my peach margarita.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
All right. And what are you drinking, Miss Chef?
I, well, look, we have to be specific tonight. Me or
Oh yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm speaking about you. Sorry.
okay, no, you're good. I have a Remy sidecar.
Oh,
Okay, Remy sidecar. Okay, well let's get into this show. First I'm gonna do a kink before we get into it. I'm gonna tell you guys about this kink. First, I'm gonna give y'all the name, and then y'all have to tell me what y'all think it is. All right. So it is called Vorarephilia.
Rare.
Vorarephilia.
Rare.
So our guest can go first.
What do you think it is?
What a Vorarephilia.
Yeah,
Take a
Vorarephilia.
guess.
Oh, Vorarephilia. Something with the vulva, probably. Is it a wild guess?
Okay. What about you?
I can't hear what she's saying. I couldn't hear what she said.
I was saying maybe something pertaining to the vulva area.
Oh,
That's from that line.
Okay. What about you, Phillisha?
I would, because of how it sounds, I would be inclined to think the same thing.
Okay.
Because of how it sounds, the term.
Okay. Corey, April, Ebony, what y'all guesses?
Say it again.
Vorarephilia.
Oh,
Vorarephilia.
No, the.
Bo.
Uh,
B-O, sorry.
Bo.
Vorarephilia.
Vorarephilia.
I think it's the fear of him getting his gooch licked.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Wow. That's a rock got you thinking. That is a good one. Like, damn.
All right, Corey, what you got?
I think it is a fear of semen.
Oh.
Okay. Ebony.
Ooh.
Never that.
You don't have Vorarephilia, huh?
Oh, baby.
I'm hollering.
She a Vorarephilia.
Okay.
Vorarephilia. I'm going to say, dang, you didn't say, she didn't say phobia, Vorarephilia.
No,
Did you?
that's what I
No,
thought
but
the
that's
same thing.
but
Yeah.
that's what they're all saying. But you know, it's come on, just
Yeah, that's what, yeah. So
yeah.
no, I'm gonna say it's
Smart
when
girl. Come
I know. Look, okay, so I'm going to say that it's when you have a fetish for the back of the knee, the back of the knees.
Oh,
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
damn,
All
that's
right.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I'm happy to say you're all wrong.
different.
Thank you.
Have we
Every
ever
single
been
last one
right?
of you. No. So this fetish is the arousal to eat body parts other than yours. So it is called erotic consumption is another name for it.
What do you mean
So I
eat?
know,
I just
on.
literally.
Jeffrey
I love
Dahmer.
Like Jeffrey
So there's
Dahmer?
there's a soft Vorarephilia or a hard. So the soft is you fantasizing about being eaten or eating someone and being sexually aroused by it, but you don't
Sounds
actually
criminal.
go out and act on it. You may have like you may do like role play and act as if, but you don't really go into the actual act.
That's some bullshit. That's like somebody always having a fantasy of cheating, and then it ain't you in this category till you go out and cheat. Fuck that. That's
All
a
right.
baby fair familiar, whatever it's called.
So on the hard side of it, you actually find someone who is willing to allow you to eat pieces and parts of them,
I,
and they will get aroused from you eating them, and the person eating them will get aroused as well.
I don't
So this
understand.
this some like Hannibal Lecter type shit right here. This is criminal.
Okay.
But
This is like
Yeah.
hello,
but it's
Clarice.
Illegal.
well,
Nigga, I want to press
okay,
charges.
so Hannibal Lecter and Jeffrey Dahmer, they ate people not for sexual arousal. They did that because they were psychopaths who ate people just because they were crazy. This is
No,
for sexual
especially her.
arousal.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that. But keep them away from me. I need
mean,
all
So,
my toes
I'm not gonna be aroused with somebody taking a bite out of me. Like
Exactly. Wouldn't that hurt?
I mean,
Like,
I like to be
that
devoured.
Pain.
ain't
and
yeah,
baby.
but
Some people like pain though. Like
A whole bite, like they have to bite, chew, and swallow.
yeah, like that's
yes.
a different type of
Unless
All
they
shit.
give
right.
you shit,
a
which is
form of
even worse.
that nothing.
So are y'all ready? Y'all ready to hear the most known story about this? This happened in Germany. His name is Armin. It was a German man. He met a guy online. His name is his they only give his last name. His name is
Not
Mr.
one of the
Brandy.
gays, Lord.
Yes.
The gays.
So Armin,
Hollering.
so listen, Armin is a heterosexual male. He's only dated women. There's no signs of him ever dating anyone outside his
Same.
of his sexual orientation. But Mr. Brandes is a gay man. And so they met online. Mr. Armin posted, "Hey, I'm looking for somebody who is willing to allow me to, eat their flesh and da 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 and all this other kind of stuff." And so Mr. Brandy's responded like, "Hey, I have that same fetish. I've always wanted somebody to, eat a part of me and be as aroused, and I want to partake as well." So they went online. They met each
I
other.
look
They
like
they
Junior
talked
just
about it for about a month. They talked about it for about a month. got everything together. Mr. Brandes wrote down everything that he wanted, that this is something that he wants. He was giving him consent and everything. They videotaped it and everything so they would know that, he was not going to survive at the end of this. So therefore, he didn't
Huh?
want him to go to jail due to their
Wait a
fetish.
minute.
So
Oh, wait
he
a
took.
minute.
You got to
Y'all,
die?
but
That's
listen now,
fine.
listen. So Mr. Brandy's swallowed 20 sleeping pills, and he did a half a bottle of schnapps before
Ah,
he allowed
White.
Armin to cut off his penis.
Oh my God.
So he cut off his penis, and then once he cut the penis in half. He he in turn tried to eat one half of the penis, and Mr. Brandy's tried to eat the other half of his own penis. The two realized that it was too tough. So Armin went downstairs and attempt to fry the penis or
Oh
cook the
my
penis
goodness.
so it would be more edible. But because he's never cooked a penis before, you guys are chefs. How do you cook a penis?
Medium rare.
How would one serve a penis? You guys are chefs.
Seared.
on the
Seared
on
both sides.
maybe smoke it. Maybe smoke it.
Slow smoke.
Slow smoke. Gotta be a slow one.
So he didn't know how to prepare the penis. He ended up burning the penis. So he burned it up because he didn't know how to properly cook it. And so
Is there a properly way to cook a penis?
Everybody knows you got to tenderize the penis first.
And sometimes for days, depending upon the size.
I mean,
yeah,
come
you might
on.
have to marinate it,
Yo,
boil it
y'all,
first,
wow.
You gotta
make it
marinate the
tender.
penis.
Yeah, put it
Oh,
on a little
good.
tenderizer.
Yeah.
My God.
So since
Hey,
they
I don't
weren't
like no
able
tender
to,
dick.
you know, like those tender.
That's where that was paired from.
Yo.
So since they weren't able to successfully eat the penis as planned, Mr. Brandes decided that because he was releasing a lot of blood because his penis was cut off, he decided to
Right.
get in the bathtub. So he got in the bathtub. I guess that was supposed to slow the bleeding down. I don't really freaking know. But anyway, long story short, after attempting to take a couple other pieces of the body and then both being aroused by eating them, um, he just eventually just was like, Mr. Brandy's was like, yo, it's just not working. Let's just get you off. Let's just get you off. And so Mr. Armin stabbed him in the neck, killed him, and then took all the body parts in places that of different places that he wanted to actually eat, froze those pieces, and then buried his skull in the backyard. And yeah, so he was
That's
able to live out his fetish
well,
with
I
a willing
mean,
partner.
Until when? Until
not
somebody.
really because
And the
this
police
is
showed up.
this is a situation. I'm gonna be pissed as fuck if I'm gonna do something and I'm like, I know this is gonna kill me, and it ain't even enjoyable. Like,
But that was his part. Like
Hey, if I gotta
he
die for eating some dick, let me die right.
Emoji.
Feel me?
I feel you on
Yo.
that. I feel you on that.
all right.
Yeah.
So you guys know that once someone like actually gets to do their fetish, they're completely aroused by it. They're going to be seeking out someone else to live out the fetish with. So he literally
Cool.
ate about 20% of Mr. Brandy's body, and then before he decided that, it was time for him to find another willing participant. So he again went online, put the ad out, and said, hey, I would like to do this again with somebody else. Well, there was another gay guy on there. He was like, this is crazy. And he turned his ass over to the police.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
He turned him over to the police because he was
I love
like,
it.
this
I
is
love it.
ridiculous. So he turns
Yeah.
him over to the police. and he gets arrested. When he goes to court, he says, "Hey, this was consensual for sexual pleasure." So he goes to court. They end up sentencing him to 8 years in prison for manslaughter because the man
It
said
was
because it was
willing.
consensual.
Yeah.
So he got eight and a half years. And they said he was probably only going to have to serve 4. But by the time his 4th year came, the prosecution the prosecutor decided that they were going to appeal his sentencing time. And so this happened in 2002. So in 2006 he was retried and resentenced to life in prison.
Wow.
He eating
He
a
should
whole
have
lot
just
of
took
dick
that
now.
8. He should have
He
just
eating
took
a
the
whole lot of dick now.
8. He should have
But
just
the
took the
thing
8, man.
is that he is the heterosexual guy, so he ain't interested in these motherfuckers in jail.
No,
lies
they
you tell.
interested in what his
He's
mouth talks.
heterosexual.
The lies you tell.
No, that was just to eat his flesh. It wasn't to be like sexual with him.
No,
Oh.
eating the flesh, eating the person is what gives him sexual arousal. So
It
it could
didn't
have been
matter if it
any
was man or
person.
woman.
It was
But
just a
for him to
gay
be okay
man.
with going that way, I feel like that's still a feeling.
Oh,
Nah,
that's crazy.
it could have been a woman though. Like it wouldn't have made a
Yeah, it
difference.
could have been anyone, but that's just a gay man just agreed to it because he was on the opposite side. He's always fantasized of having someone eat him. Um, and they said that he made sure that he was had all positive energy. He was in great spirits, so that when he ate him, all of his masculine energy and all the positivity would come into him and all this kind of stuff. Like it
They
was
treated
crazy,
that like
but
eating shrooms. Like you gotta be in a good mood and shit. Like that's that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yo, that's wild. That's wild as hell.
Get that.
Yeah, I can't.
yes.
Mm-mm.
So that was our Kinktastic Kink for today. And when I found the story, I was like, I gotta share this.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
is
whole
There are some
YouTube
really
that's
special
crazy
on it and
insane. Is what
everything.
it is.
And then his ass was awake when he cut his penis off. Now you asked
Right,
Yeah,
and
but
early.
you
he
just
You
bleeding
asked
out
early.
on
You asked early
time
these
how did
he
white
tried
people
to eat his
sofas.
own penis. Like
I
you
know. So
tried to
you
eat your
asked early.
own penis.
How would I cook it? I'm jerking the shit. I can jerk
First of
anything.
all, if
I
somebody
would've
cut
jerked.
my dick off, I ain't trying to eat nothing.
You jerking it?
A fight.
I'm jerking it. I would have jerked the
Jerk,
penis. We would have
jerk,
made the jerk
jerk.
sauce and everything. Seared it.
Sorry,
Put it on the grill.
what's the word again?
It is Vorarephilia.
Vorarephilia.
That's
But
crazy.
the name has been modernized, so it's erotic consumption.
Nah, they made it. They
The
made
word
it
for it,
acceptable to the
evidently,
world.
it was something.
It's more than one.
Barrera had
That's
already
crazy.
occurred, obviously.
Erotic
I'm
consumption.
done.
That's crazy.
Erotic consumption.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now let me make
That's
sure I look
crazy.
for that on these profiles so I can be
You
like,
sure better,
yeah.
honey, because they after y'all gay boys.
Update your said no.
You gotta put
Barbara.
that shit in your bio.
Okay.
No Vorarephilia or erotic consumption. Put that shit in your
No,
bio.
And or.
Dang.
Listen.
All right. So now it is time for our segment. We have named raw and disrespectful or disrespectful, whichever one. And this part of the show is when we take two different lifestyles, two different people from two different lifestyles, and we have them ask questions of each other that they've always wanted to ask. And we just have a little fun with it.
Okay, so we are going to introduce you guys. This is MaSherrie. Say hi, MaSherrie.
Hey.
Marsha.
And then we have Phillisha.
Hey, what's up?
Bye, Phillisha.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All right.
so as Shari explained, this is the part where we'll have each opposite parties ask something that they've always wanted to ask. So tonight we are doing lesbian with heterosexual women. So
All right.
also, let me just point out of all of us, it took the very last moment of finding a heterosexual woman that has not had any type of sexual interactions with
I
another woman.
cannot.
Yeah, because
So-
none of us qualified. So.
It was hard.
I'm
This was the
hollering.
hardest thing ever. People, we were calling people that we
I
just knew
love
were
it.
straight,
I love it.
and they were
I
like,
love it.
"Oh, we had incidents."
We
And I'm
used
like, "Oh
to-
my gosh, I did not know that
I love it. I
the
love it.
world is just everybody out here testing the waters." I
It's
mean,
beautiful.
I'm not
It's
mad at
And
it.
beautiful.
it took the gayest
what's that?
motherfucker on the cast to find
One straight
one
motherfucker.
straight motherfucker. What?
Thank
Facts.
you. Yes,
Facts.
yeah. Sexual women. MaSherrie will be representing heterosexual straight women, and Phillisha will be representing the lesbian side. All
Was she
right.
a lesbian?
She asked me, am I a lesbian? He asked me, am I a lesbian?
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm a lesbian. What else would I be?
Come on with it.
Jacket.
No,
face.
I'm a masculine, a center lesbian. I'm a dominant woman, but I'm definitely, I got a whole P in between my legs. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Okay. What's a centered? Did you say centered lesbian?
It's just masculine of center woman. So it doesn't mean that it was a term that was created by the Brown Boy Project many years ago. I can't forgive me. I can't remember the name of the author, but just because we're masculine of center doesn't mean that we always want to be in the space of a man. So a lot of people assume when you see me that I want to be in the space of a man. No, you're a king. I don't even have the same. I don't have the tools like you have. I don't have those tools. I wasn't born with it. I don't want to create those tools. But that doesn't mean that I can't have masculinity or that can't be at the surface of me while also still having femininity too. Because a lot of people just assume when they see my presentation, there's no femininity about me. I was like, dude, if I go up in my bathroom right now and open up my cabinet and you can see how I take you you definitely now I wouldn't definitely say I'm walking around smelling like roses and potpourri and all that shit, but definitely, you know what I'm saying, like take care of myself because there's a big like misconception that masculine women, dominant women, like we don't take care of our body and our hygiene. I'm like, no, I don't know who the fuck y'all messing with, but I definitely take care of mine. So a lot of times I have to remind people I got a whole pee in between my legs, like, and it got way less mileage on it than a lot of joints out here who got peas in between their legs.
Okay, show for the less mileage.
Well,
Now, can you say you got less mileage on that?
I can't say because just because she's that way, I don't, what you have been that way prior before coming lesbian. Have you?
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
Are you on mute?
No, she's not on mute. We just couldn't hear her. Like she moved and it was muffled.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yes, just speak up.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, damn.
technical issues. Coming right back with you.
I think she was going to ask me.
She turned her video off.
She probably pressed it by accident.
Yeah, she's muted and everything, Corey. Y'all trying to figure it out. There we go.
All right, sorry about that. Can you hear me better now?
I can hear you now.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever been with a man, and are you still with, or would you still sleep with a man today?
So I wouldn't say man, I was younger. The last time I was ever with anybody was like when I was like 17 years old. And then I just made it that point to like, hey, I'm only messing with females. I also didn't have this same presentation. I was more like loving basketball, Sanaa Lathan presentation with hair on my head and baseball cap, and definitely more young and physically fit than what I am now. But I would never sleep with a dude. And simply just because I'm not attracted to men because it's an emotional thing to me. So it's not what I desire. I don't connect to them emotionally. I can really look at a guy and say, oh, he's a very handsome guy, but he don't do nothing for me. It's nothing happening. But if
never be an option ever.
No, I would never fuck with a dude. It's not, it's just, I like something soft. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like it got to come out smelling a certain way out the shower. I don't want the brute and Old Spice and whatever the hell we're drinking nowadays. I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit, you know. I don't want that. So no, but I have been with, I'm not a technically gold star lesbian like some people would say. Now I'm in my 40s, so that was a long time ago. But whenever I bring it up around family members, even my god cousins be like, you messed with dudes before? They be acting like they never knew me and shit. You messed with dudes before? I'm like, yo, dude, like I was bisexual like all through high school, and then I just cut it off and said I'm just gonna mess with straight, you know, females, and then that was that. That's how the story began. That was it.
You're on mute, Corey. I've seen them lips
Phillisha,
moving.
you hear me
Yes.
now?
Yes,
Okay,
I can hear.
so let me ask you, you said bisexual in high school. Like I had girlfriends in high schools and things like that. But it wasn't because I was bisexual. I think I just did it because it was what was expected. Were you sexually attracted to guys in high school? Or was it just, I'm doing this because it's expected, or that was what was the norm?
I can't, because when I looked at a dude, it wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna go fuck him when I was younger. That wasn't the like case. It was more like we had stuff in common, and then that just happened because we hung around each other a lot and we had stuff in common. And then I start realizing when I was hanging out with them, they looking at bitches, I'm looking at them too. So then it became real cool. Like, oh, I got a shorty who she like, now I never did no threesomes or nothing like that, but they liked the fact that I didn't mind them looking at women because I was looking at them too. You know what I'm saying? And then after a while, it was just like, I don't even like want to mess with guys anymore. This is where I'm at. This is more my speed over here. And I just left it at that.
Was the sex enjoyable though? Or was it
It was fucking terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible.
It was teenage sex. So who had great teenage
right, it's terrible. So I can't it was terrible to me. But I will tell you this. When I did lose my virginity, and I teach this to my nieces, my little cousins, it was a dude that I really liked him. He was from a different area. He was from North Philly. I was from South Philly. And if you know anything, North Philly and South Philly don't get along. Anybody who watches this, they'll tell you. If you know, you know. But like with him, it was just like a notch on his belt. Like and I was like 14, 15. He was like 17. So it was like, oh, she's a virgin. Nobody had this. So it was a notch for him. But for me, I wanted to be special. And I lost it on a cold ass couch with a weak ass nigga. And so I tell my nieces and them now, like, even like now they're growing and everything like that. It's like, yo, just make sure if you're going to do it. I tell my little cousins who are turning teenagers and stuff, because I feel like they're getting younger and younger when they're giving up their virginity. And I always say, just make sure it's somebody that is, you don't got to be thinking you're going to marry him or nothing like that, but just make sure in that moment it's special. And I looked at it as being special, and he looked at it as, I got me a virgin. Boom, that's on the belt. I got another notch on the belt. So just make sure that either y'all both virgins or somebody's going to cherish that. She's giving this to me and she never gave it to nobody else. And she's not like all the other girls who's already gave it to somebody else and gave it to me. That's really what it was.
So did you lose your virginity to a woman or a man? Which one first?
I lost it to a boy.
First. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So when did the first woman come along?
You said when did the who come along?
When did the first woman come along?
Oh, when I was young, like still like really in high school, I was like fantasizing about girls while I was in like really young, like in middle school. Like I was fantasizing about my teachers in middle school. You know what I mean? Like I ain't like none of the girls in middle school. I just thought they was raggedy. But the teachers, we used to have this teacher, her name was Miss Henry. She was a science teacher, and she reminded me of Holly Berry. So and Holly Berry was just bad, like boomerang Holly Berry we talking about. Like not losing Isaiah Holly Berry, boomerang Holly Berry.
Now, I know about that.
So I was fantasizing about her. And then I had an interaction with a older girl. Her name was Kyra. And what I didn't realize at the time is Kyra was bisexual. She wasn't like, she had a whole boyfriend, but I think she really, really wanted to be with girls. But I think she just came from a family that didn't work out. So she basically was showing that I'm with a dude, but behind closed doors, she want to be with girls. So, and she was technically, more experienced than I was. And then I'm gonna be honest with you, I was just messing with like a lot of older chicks. I was just like, my teenage years, I was a little bit like out there. Like I'm just messing with older chicks. Like, what's up? Yeah,
You was for them streets at an early age.
Yeah, I was
cougaring before cougaring.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I was messing with. I wouldn't say they was wild old, but they was old enough, way more than me, was more experienced with me, and that's how I felt my way. I felt my way how to really
learn some things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, my first experience with a woman was an older woman.
See, that's what I'm saying.
My first experience that I participated in was with an older woman. And so yeah, definitely. She put her hand on my thigh and moved it up, and I was like, "Ooh."
What we gonna do now?
So when you say participated in, what does that mean? Like participating?
Well, because I mean, you're new to the show, but I was molested. I was molested by a woman, so that was my first sexual encounter, and it was with a woman. So that was my first experience. But the first experience that I wanted to experience, it was with an older woman. She was probably about 8 or 9 years older than me, and yeah, but she just put her hand on my thigh and moved it up, and I was like, "Oh God." Oh,
Do y'all still prefer older women?
me? I really don't have an age preference. I'm one of those people that I don't have a type as far as men or women. I like who I like. If we connect, we connect. So no.
I used to have, well, no, I didn't used to have a type. I didn't care what your complexion was, your height was, your weight was. Like if you was a BBW, put it on my face. If I die, I die. It was just like that. And then I started noticing, like my last few relationships, I have a type. I like caramel women with the nice eyes, and some people feel like pretty eyes is having light, bright eyes. No, I think just pretty eyes as a certain look. Like the way you look at me, or when you open up your eyes, or when you see me, I like that. And I like women that's a little shorter than me. I don't like nobody that look like they can dunk on me. And that's really just that. So that's just that's my type now. Because at first I used to be like, I don't got no type. I'm sapiosexual. If you intellectual, I want to vibe with you. But now it's like, no, I got a type. When I looked at the last couple of relationships, I got a type.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So how come you have never ever wanted to be with a woman?
Oh, she's talking to her.
I just
MaSherrie.
desire.
Yes.
I've never looked upon a woman and said, "Oh, I want to be with that woman." I look at women and like, "Oh, she's beautiful, she's pretty," because we are beautiful beings, So I look at us like that, but never to the point where I feel like I would want to be intimate or sexually. Because that's never occurred.
So what makes you attracted to men?
And let me say this, that I feel the exact same way.
Oh, shut up.
Does. We normally look at the same thing. I think. And so you said what was the question?
So what makes you attracted to men?
Oh my God.
Just everything. I mean,
Corey, this is not your question, whore.
The way they smell, the way they carry themselves. That's the smile, the glance from a man. Like that chicken. Like it's just everything about it, when it's a true man. I think a man is going to get their attention just by his walking in.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
I
All right.
also agree with
Oh
everything that she
God,
just said too.
Mm.
Lord.
Second, you, Corey. I agree with that too, but then I still have the same agreements on the other side as well. So
Mm.
I agree.
She said, agree. That's what that is. Agree. That's exactly what it is. Too.
All right. So, is there a question that either one of you would like to ask the other that you've always wanted to ask, but you just never had the opportunity or been in the space to ask, hey, lesbian, why do y'all do this? Or hey, straight girl, why do y'all like that?
She might can't relate to this, but I got a question. So often, because of my presentation, girls think that I got those tools in between my legs, especially when it's sweatpants season, which we're headed into now. They always looking in that area. I go to Home Depot, they go straight to that area. They go straight to below the waistline. And I always laugh because I'd be like, it's nothing there. But my question is this: why when, and she probably can't answer this, right? But why when, maybe Sherry, you can answer this. I don't know. Why when y'all find out I'm a woman, y'all get mad at yourselves because y'all was attracted and was looking. And I never, like, I'll never come out and say, like, if somebody be like, sir, I'll be like, it's ma'am. I'm a woman. I don't answer to their pronoun. They be like, oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Now, some people, some women will still be intrigued. And then some women will be like, they'll be mad. Like they mad at themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I'm a beautiful human being in my own right. It's okay. Like, you thought it was something else. It wasn't. I made the correction. You know, it's okay though. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. I want somebody to explain it because I've had some women like get upset, like they energy change in a conversation, especially if we at the bar or whatever. They energy change. They energy change. It just changed so much now. They don't even want to sit. It just they change. So I just want to know like what is that about? Because I'm not lying or saying like that I'm something that I'm not. But if you see the presentation and you feel that way, right? And I'm aware of who I am, right? In every space, right? I show up as my whole self in every space. And I make the correction and be like, no, I'm a woman. They be like, oh wow. Oh, I didn't even know. Now you got some women that they're intrigued and they want to ask questions. And then you got some women that just get mad, like they angry, like they're upset. They're really, really upset by it. And I don't know. And maybe because it's like that go against their belief. And maybe they thought I was trying to trick them or something, but I'm always honest and let them know. Like, hey, sis, you talking to a woman. I'm not a sir. You know what I'm saying? You talking to Miss Darby, not Mr. Darby. And they get in their feelings about it. I don't know what it's about. I think that's the ones that really want to go for a spin though.
But honestly, when I came on, I thought you were a guy. So
I know.
Okay, so when they come, I can understand them seeing that, but once I found out you weren't, that didn't upset me. Like, it's just like, we my bad. Like Bruce would say, we my bad. Like,
So 50% do that, and then the other 50% is like they mad at me, like they thought I was trying to trick them or something like that. Like
they mad at themselves.
yeah. I'll be like, because I always make the correction. I don't let nobody. If you be like, sir, I be like, no, it's ma'am. It's miss. Yeah, I always do that. I do it at work. If somebody confused and never worked with me before, I be like, it's Miss Darby. Phillisha isn't co-ed. I don't answer to those pronouns. I don't give a shit who it is. It could be the VP of a company. I don't answer to those pronouns.
And I think that's more acceptable today because even when I filled out some paperwork at the doctor, it asked me, and I thought it was odd because I hadn't saw that before, and I was like, oh, but now people do have a preference. So I think it's like becoming more just like what you answer to versus what you are. But I don't think that should make the person per se. I think if you get mad, that's some shit within you.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you who else get mad, and this can spin around to the guy on here. Them dudes, they get fired up when I'm in the building. They get so mad. Then when they see my girlfriend, they really tight. They be like, fucking she would. They be so tight about it. It be so bad. It's sad, man. And my girlfriend, she don't even care. She just be like, oh no, baby, you ain't got the right tools. I'm here with my girlfriend.
You're on
I'm here with
mute,
my
Corey.
woman.
You're on mute. Unmute yourself so you can speak.
I know. No, I got the answer. I know why they get mad. The gay dudes.
Why they get mad? Hey, listen. No, it's not. Listen, straight straight guys get mad because they might find a woman looking, or they get mad because I walk in with my woman and they feel like they're supposed to have my woman and not me. The gay dudes always show me love. They always be like, and I be like, "Hey, baby, I'm not for you. I think you're a nice looking guy, but I'm not for you. I'm into women." And I had one guy walk up, me, my ex-wife, and two of my gay guy friends who were engaged at the time. He walked up to our table and we were like, "Oh, hi." My gay guy friends was like, "Oh, how are you doing? What's your name?" He said his name. And then I introduced myself. I said, "Hey, my name's Phillisha, and this is my, at the time, wife, Kendra." He was like, "Your wife?" I was like, "Yeah, my wife." And we just all looked at him and he paid her dust. He didn't even say hi to her. He continued talking to our two gay guy friends and then walked off. Paid her dust. He ain't even say he didn't even say hi to her or nothing. He just like, "Your wife." I was like, "Yeah, my wife." Paid her
Well,
All right,
wait,
dust.
that
Corey.
sounds like
What's your reason why, Corey?
that sounds like a hater moment there, but I thought you were saying that the gay guys like had an issue. I was gonna say probably the gay guys thought in a minute, because typically when we see somebody, we have planned out our future, we know what we're gonna do on Christmas, we have picked out our pajamas. So probably in that moment they had a whole life. And then when they realized you were a woman, they probably were upset with the gay guys that do get upset. That's what I was thinking. Because I
I
don't
don't I get a lot of love from them. They don't normally, it's
yeah.
very rare that they get like what that guy get, but the heterosexual men, they get tight. I don't know what is you know what? Somebody told me, they was like, they think you trying to fit into their space. And then what I come to realize is that when you think of lesbian women, you go all the way back into like way, way back into the days, right? A lesbian woman was supposed to be the one that no straight man wanted, right? That's how it's supposed to be. So when they look at me and I want the same thing that they want, they're not attracted to me. They're like, "Yeah, I don't want her. Yeah, she's supposed to be over there." But when they see my current girlfriend, when they see my ex-wife, when they see my other girlfriends, they don't look at it like that. They like, "Oh, y'all beautiful women. Y'all built nice like a man. You got an ass like that. A man supposed to be pounding that, not no lesbian woman." So it's just immediately like, you're trying to fit into my space. And I'm like, "No, nigga, if you want to open up the door, carry this heavy ass TV, or show me how strong you really is and carry this love seat down 2 flights of stairs, you can do that too if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to ever stop you from being a man around me. I'm just going to show up as my whole self, though. I'm not going to shrink because you're in a room and you a man. I know who you are. I know you got 10 times the testosterone as me. If you want to open the door for me, you can. If you don't want to open the door, you don't have to. Either way, I'm walking through it. So it's just like that." So a friend of mine who's a guy, a straight man, married man, had to tell me, he was like, "You can be intimidating because you don't shrink when you come into a room. Like, you know who you are and you're not going to like hide who you are because there's some dudes in the room. You ain't gonna do that."
Yeah. So for me, I'm not at all attracted to masculine presenting women.
Mm-hmm.
So um I do get hit on a lot by masculine presenting women. And I'm like, I like femmes. I like women that look like me, or they don't have to look like me, but I'm just saying I like a feminine woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't have a problem if they hit on me. I just tell them, "Oh, thank you for the compliment," or whatever it may be. But I date feminine women, and
Mm-hmm.
that usually does the trick. But then sometimes they're like, in their feelings. Well, I can be this or that. I like my woman to look feminine, because if she looks masculine, she needs to be a man, and she needs to have a dick that grows out of her body, not that she straps on. And that's how I feel. I want my man to look like a man and my woman to look like a woman. And
Mm-hmm.
but that's my preference. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
rude. I'm not, I never say anything disrespectful, but that is, what I like. Everybody has a preference. That's my personal preference. So if I would never have just looked at you and got upset when I realized, because I would have realized that you were a woman.
Yeah,
So
It be weird as hell, Shari. It be weird.
But
I'm like,
I
why
do
you
know,
mad at
I do know, and I can see how people will be that way. But I mean, I don't know. I always can recognize. I'd be like,
I just be wanting to make
that's a
sure.
dude.
I just be wanting to make sure I'm not doing nothing because they might think, folks be like, "Oh, yeah, she out here trying to trick people," and you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, no, I ain't trying to. I'm showing up as my whole self. If you got a problem with that, that's on you, sis. But like I said, some women be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought you was a man," and they still continue the conversation, and it's cool, right? Because they don't want women, they want men, right? And it's still cool. But then some girls, they get upset. Like it ain't the vibe ain't even the same at the bar no more. You don't want to
I
take
mean,
no more
I
shots
think that they
now.
get upset because they've been corrected. Like they say, you're presenting yourself as a man. Well, no, that's not the case. I'm presenting myself for who I am.
Yeah.
But they're not looking at that. They're looking at the exterior, what they see, and now you've corrected me because I said what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should just take the correction out because I'd be like, oh, my bad, what up? And keep it popping.
Oh, you would have took the
Right.
shots. See, you
For
would
real,
you would
for real.
you would have
Yeah.
took the shots. You would have took the shots.
Yeah.
Doggy. You would have took the shots. See?
Yeah,
Or look,
definitely.
or look, they be on this type thing now. Like now that they know I'm a woman, it's like, do she want me? Like it be like that. Like they scared to death. Like, do she want me? Is she buying me this shot because she trying to get me drunk and take me home? And it's like, no.
Yep.
I
But you know what? That's just in general. Like because
what?
when I came out to everybody, a
Mm.
couple of my friends was like, "Why did you never hit on me?"
Wait a minute,
Shut
that's
up.
how you pay the fine.
Now they rating
Hello.
themselves. They like, damn, Shari ain't hit on me. I must not look that good. Yo, they rating
So you
themselves now.
I'm looking at you like a sister. I don't hit on my sisters. Like I'm good. Like no, and I know everything about you. I don't want your pussy.
Oh shit.
All
I'm
right.
saying?
So
Okay.
Phillisha, tell everybody how to find you on Instagram and tell us about your food, about your dope ass
Um,
food.
so you can find me on Instagram at Angry Buddha Kitchen LLC. So you can find me there. Make sure you spell Buddha right. It's Buddha. Don't spell it Budddah. Don't do that. So it's Angry Buddha Kitchen, which is spelled Buddha Kitchen LLC. And then you can find me on Facebook at Angry Buddha Kitchen. And basically, at a high level, it's a food services company that offers like private dining experiences. What else we do? We have dinner for two packages on there in case you want to wine and dine your boo. And you don't want to have to be involved with anything, but just the semantics. All you got to do is pick the package that you want. You just, dinner for two package and then, cut the check or whatever, how it is. We'll come through, make it a special evening. We also do meal prep as well. And I
Now,
do have some special occasion packages, more for like people who might like to do brunch and stuff like that. Because I don't consider myself a caterer. So,
now
and then
you
you can
say
also go
for the slow people, Phillisha, you say it's what? What's the
angry, angry Buddha Kitchen.
And that's
So you can
B-U-D.
go to my website. You can go to my website, angrybuddhakitchen.com, and you spell Buddha Buddha.
B-U-D
Yeah, they high. They super high.
No, B-U-D what?
Be angry Buddha. They high, y'all. They Angry Buddha Kitchen. Buddha is Buddha. That's how you spell it. Some people be spelling it
the
Buddha.
wrong clearly? Okay, and MaSherrie, tell the people how they can find you. She's been on Oprah's on.
Oh yeah. Oh, you lit.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I'm not
it's
lit
a
like
lady
that.
who
Yeah, you
lives
lit.
around the corner named Oprah. She
Oh, okay. I thought it was like Oprah
that
Winfrey, like silly. You know what I'm saying?
She said Sealy.
Yeah. I thought it was. I thought it was
okay.
this Oprah. Like,
Yeah.
But so I'm on the opposite end. I do have a catering company. Um,
I can't hear her. Tell
I
her
know we
move.
can't hear you. What
There
are you
you. Yeah.
doing? There's
Maybe
different
She,
than
I'm
be-
just
she
Florida.
sitting
below
here.
sea level with that motherfucker. She
She
below
below
sea
I'm
sea
level.
just sitting here.
What about now? Microphone check one,
Okay,
two.
1,
go
2. I'm
ahead.
on the
Tell.
mic and I'm ready to. Okay. So no, I
Okay.
do have a catering company. I'm located here in Texas.
Oh
I'm from
yeah.
Louisiana. Yeah. And it's called Tailor Made Cakes and Cuisine. And I'm
Oh.
on Instagram as Tailor Made Cuisine.
Oh
And
yeah, my
so
fine.
I do cater. I do private dinners as well.
Mhm.
So it's good to expand my mind to hear about subcontracting that out. So that's what I did gravitate when you said that.
Yeah.
Because right now they book me and I do it and I enjoy doing it too. So it's like a
What he say?
Go ahead.
oh, the battery. Oh no, the battery. So it was about to
Uh,
go out. It's still
uh,
me. So yeah, but you can find me on Tailor Made Cakes and Cuisine. We do full service catering, small caterings, it doesn't matter. We've had a couple I won't say celebrity clients, but for high-end people.
mhm.
Because I feel like all my
Well-known
people are
people.
big.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I've been grateful and I've enjoyed this opportunity. Thank you for having me, and it's been a pleasure.
All right. All
All
right. You
right.
gotta next time you gotta ask me some more questions.
They just
I was
signed
hoping.
off.
Yeah, she out. Tailor Made Cuisine out.
Well, we do thank you for being on the show. Both of you guys for being on the show. I felt like this was a lot of extras. Anyway, if you guys would like to follow us, we are on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
All right.
And if you want to listen to us, we are on anywhere that you listen to your podcast, whether that be iHeart, Apple, Spotify, Stitcher. We're on Amazon Music. We're on Audible. We're everywhere that you listen to your podcast. Oh, you can give your closing? You can give the
I'm sorry.
closing.
I was putting out a fire over here. It was some shit going on. Okay, so y'all can listen on Apple, Spotify, or her Audible, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. That's where you can find us. If you're on YouTube, you can subscribe to us, rate, review, leave us a message. Be in those comments every Thursday morning when we upload new episodes. Lay on time on Thursday. Sometimes you be forgetting to upload the podcast, but make sure that y'all do listen to the podcast when we upload. Rate, subscribe, click that notification bell so that you can be notified when you get that stuff. Did Shari tell y'all to go to naturally unbothered at number 2 at gmail.com? That is naturally unbothered number 2 at gmail.com. Leave us a message. We welcome the feedback, the comments, and ebonites. You know how I adore your advice requests, so keep them coming. Thank you to all of our guests. Phillisha, I can't wait for you to cook something for me. You in Georgia? Where y'all at? Y'all in Atlanta?
I'm in DC.
Oh, damn. DC. Is that where my package came from? I don't know why I thought it came from Georgia. Okay, anyway, please tell your whole ass friends to tell your whole ass friends to tell their whole ass friends about Naturally Unbothered. And also, if you want to know more about anybody that Phillisha might have for Corey, anyone that that anything about April, her shenanigans, because she will shenanigan, and anything that Shari might have going on, please dial 205-308-8304. That is 205-308-8304. And
I just
thank you so
followed
much.
y'all. All right.
Yay!
Thank
Follow.
you.
I
Is that
followed y'all
simple?
under
All right.
Angry Buddha Kitchen. So under my
Yes.
yeah, I followed y'all.
And
I
it's
didn't know
that
y'all was
simple.
doing this. I
Appreciate it.
gotta watch this next time. I didn't know that y'all was even like doing this. I gotta watch y'all next time.
Yes,
Like I
please
gotta
go
start.
and go to YouTube and subscribe, like while you're there, and hit that
Definitely.
notification bell. If y'all want us to make any little bit of money, so I don't have to look like this when we come on, and and April don't gotta look like that, and Shari don't gotta look like she looks. Come on, y'all, please, please.
Cut it
Let
out,
us
y'all.
get
Until
monetized.
next time, y'all. It's been another great episode of Naturally Unbothered. Peace.
All right.
If y'all want
Bye.
some